Welcome, everybody, once again. This is Saladin Davis, motivational speaker and author of Life 101 Lessons from a 13-Year-Old Father. Get your copy. Get your copy. Here, once again, with your weekly red pill. I'm going to jump right into it since it's been a couple of weeks. I want to definitely get you guys the message very quickly. And I think it's a very, very important message. I'm going to get started immediately. Jerry Rice. Anybody who knows who Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver to ever play pro football, and many consider him to be the best pro football player ever. The NFL Network did their top 100 list, and he was number one. And Jerry Rice, a lot of people know that he was considered to be not a very fast wide receiver. He was said to run a 4.6 40-yard dash to be considered fast. I would guess a receiver need to run a 4.3 or 4.4 40-yard dash. In that short amount of time, those couple tenths of a second are very, very important. Wasn't very big, wasn't the best, the strongest at all. And he also went to a small college. He played at Mississippi Valley State, not Alabama or Miami or Florida State or USC, Mississippi Valley State. So he kind of came into the NFL with this roadblock in front of him. He wasn't the one that considered to be the biggest, strongest, fastest, and played against the best competition. That wasn't Jerry Rice's resume. What his resume didn't tell people was how much this dude prepared. So if you do any research on Jerry, you'll find that in the offseason, he ran up this real long hill, about 2 miles, 2.1 miles, something of that nature. He ran up this real long hill, and he ran it. It wasn't like a jog. Like if I run 2 miles on flat ground, it's a nice jog. I mean, I give you 30 minutes of jogging on that 2 miles, trying to get improvement. Don't judge me. But Jerry would run the hill. And what they say is that nobody else, his teammates, such as Roger Craig at the time and some of the opponents, the ones who he befriended, just couldn't stick with him on his hill. And they would say that Jerry would get to the point of being a half mile out from finishing, and then he would kick it in. So he already ran a mile and a half, and then he said, all right, let's turn it up. And nobody could really prepare with him. They couldn't run it with him. Nobody could hang with him on this hill. Jerry prepared like no other. And at the end of the day, there's nobody within reach of him statistically as a wide receiver. And most of that is because of his preparation. In the fourth quarter, Jerry Rice is just as fast, just as conditioned, just as agile, just as strong as he is in the first quarter when his competition is starting to fade, because of his preparation. So what I'm telling you is you have to prepare like no other. You have to have a preparation regimen that is like no other. You have to be competitive in how you prepare, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to take you to that next level. You cannot perform the way you want to if you don't prepare the way that you need to. What is going to be your hill? Jerry had his hill that he ran up in the offseason consistently to prepare him to be the best that ever done it. What is going to be your hill to be able to prepare you to achieve things that you've never achieved before, to achieve things that you never thought of achieving before, to achieve things that nobody else thinks you can achieve? You have to have the preparation of a great worker to be able to reach that level of greatness. You have to prepare. Your regimen has to be very intense. What are you going to do? What are you going to change to make sure that you are preparing like a champion, to make sure you are preparing for greatness? It doesn't just come to you. Let's be clear. It doesn't just come to you. You have to prepare for greatness. You have to be conditioned for greatness. And that all comes through your preparation, your work ethic when nobody is watching. How are you going to prepare? What is going to be your hill? I wake up early sometimes. Sometimes I may be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because I need to jump everybody else. I need to get my work done before I even step out of the house. Before I step on the house to go to 9 to 5, I got to get the work done. Sometimes I'm up till 2:30 studying. I need that knowledge. I need the knowledge to be able to bring everything I possibly can to the table to help prepare you, to help motivate you to get to that next level. So I have to prepare. Part of that preparation is doing things that people do not want to do, doing things that people won't do, doing things that people look at you crazy for. People look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them I've been up since 4:30 in the morning and I'm in the middle of a work day. Why were you up so early? Well, because I'm trying to get to this next level of greatness. I'm trying to build a legacy for my family. What will you do? What are you trying to build? And how are you prepared to get there? What is going to be your hill? What do you create? Real quick, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but next thing, Jerry was very diligent at getting there early. His coaches say that he got there for rookie camp. Now, rookie camp starts half a week or a week before everybody else gets there. Throughout Jerry's career, he went to rookie camp. He went to the mini camp for rookies. He didn't have to be there. He didn't ask to be there. Nobody asked him to be there, but he went there. He got there early. Said throughout his career, he went to special teams meetings. I'm going to tell you, Jerry Rice returned maybe one kick, never covered kicks in that fashion, but he was at all the special teams meetings because he said that they mattered. That aspect of the game mattered, and me as a leader, I need to show them that they matter. Jerry went the extra mile. You got to get there early and go the extra mile. You have to do all of that, and all of that is part of your preparation. You have to jump on the clock. Get there early. Wherever you got to go, get there early. Be the first one there. Be the first one to greet people. And help people understand how serious you are about you, how serious you are about your goals, your life, your legacy, your family. Make sure people understand how serious, and you got to go the extra mile. You got to do more. You have to do more. You got to do more than what everybody else is doing. You got to do that extra thing. What are you doing extra? What are you doing that book that you read didn't say? What are you doing that your mentor didn't mention? Do something extra. What are you doing that's outside of your scope of your position at work? What are you doing? How are you cultivating your skills? It's very important. Get there early. Do the extra. Go the extra mile. And that's how you prepare for greatness. It will come to be like magnetic because you are putting yourself in a position to receive all the blessings that you're wishing for. What's going to be your hill? How will you prepare? Make sure you get there early, right? Get there early and make sure you go the extra mile once you get there. Because that's what's going to prepare you for greatness. That's what's going to take you to the next level. If you haven't been doing so already, today is a new day. Let's get it started. What are you going to do to prepare yourself for greatness? What's going to be your hill? Are you going to get there early? And are you going to go the extra mile to prepare yourself for greatness? That's all I got for you today. Preparation week, people. Pay attention. I'm going to shoot out a lot of communication around preparation. Make sure that you are preparing and taking these attributes, taking these skills, taking these principles, and applying them to your life so that you can achieve greatness. Once again, this is your weekly Red Pill, Saladin Davis, author of Life 101, Lessons from a 13-Year-Old Father, www.lifesparkweb.com. Go get your copy today.